Hello, it is Topical Tuesday, July 9th, 2024. Steve Sipress here. And this is topical because I'm going to talk about a study that was just released. The message and the theme of this study boggles my mind because it's been going on for probably at least about 15 or 17 years with the clients I've worked with, which is thousands of small business owners. And so this is an article on Media Post with the headline, Marketing Mayhem. Teams are stressed out by the sheer number of choices. And that got my attention because I'm like, that's not new. Business owners have been stressed out by the sheer number of choices when you do your advertising and marketing ever since pretty much the internet came in social media, pretty much the mid 2000 aughts or whatever they call it, or when the social media came on towards the end of that decade, 2007, 8, 9, 10, people really started using it, and people really going to the internet, and that's when mobile views to websites overcame desktop views, and it really sent everything into a frenzy and left business owners who were still longing for the good old days where all you had to do was place a Yellow Pages ad and your phone rang. And that's not the case anymore because of the sheer number of choices when you do your advertising and marketing. So this study, and I'm in front of my my computer here because I just had to read some of this stuff. There's no way I could commit it to memory. The title of this study, I gotta wonder who came up with this one, The King of Complexity, I guess, where I am a simple man and I help business owners to simplify things and get to solutions and get to making money with less time and less confusion and less effort. But evidently the people titled this had the opposite goal in mind, and they succeeded. The title of the study is Eliminating Complexity. Ironic, isn't it? Eliminating Complexity for a Frictionless Marketing Experience. That's the name of the study. So they have added lots of complexity to the study by calling it Eliminating Complexity for a frictionless marketing experience. I think that just means keeping marketing and advertising simple, right? And this is a study done by Quad, which I guess the company conducted it through the Harvard Business Review Analytic Services. So lots of mumbo jumbo there, but this is what got my attention, and maybe this is you. And by the way, if it is, reach out to me because I've been helping thousands of business owners. It's what I do over the decades to simplify the complex, to figure out the ideal ways, that's the last W of the WOW strategy, the ways to use when you do your advertising and marketing. And they're talking here, they call it choices or different, I've heard it called different media, or different platforms, but whatever you want to call it, it's not getting any simpler. It's getting more and more complex, and I can help you out. Go to that website. I got a free video for you there. You can shoot me an email, steve@stevesipress.com. You can post a comment or a personal message, private message, wherever you're viewing this or reading it or listening to it. But hopefully this isn't you, but these numbers are very high and very concerning, but they're pretty much in line with my experience. So only 30% of people polled said their marketing is very effective, and 66% felt that the rising complexity in the marketplace makes it harder for them to succeed. And 53% say their team is overwhelmed, their marketing team is overwhelmed by the sheer number of channels they need to manage. That's another word for channels. So channels, media, platforms, ways, I call them. That's the last W, the WOW strategy. And it can be overwhelming if you don't know the basics and you don't have a simple formula for figuring out what are the best ways, which I do. And again, you can go to the WOW strategy to find out what it is. So here are some of the findings of this survey, and you can go to Media Post and look it up yourself, but 46% of people said they have difficulty optimizing campaign performance. In other words, getting their marketing working. 44% said they have increased stress for the marketing team. 42% said their marketing is less impactful and less effective. 41% said their spending or their investing in their advertising marketing is inefficient. 40% said it delays getting things done. All the complexity leads to delays in campaigns rolling out. 31% said there's too many handoffs between marketing parties, between team members, external partners. There's another thing in here, I think, or maybe there was something else I was reading that, people are stressed out that you need a specialist for each thing. You need a YouTube ad specialist and a TikTok video specialist and a Facebook ad specialist, and you need a copywriter and a web design expert and an SEO expert. You need an expert for each one of these ways that I call them, or channels or media or platforms or systems, whatever you want to call it. That can be stressful, overwhelmingly costly. It eats into your profits. Not to mention, it's very likely that the different experts have their different ideas and different ways of doing things, and so that your Facebook ads are not going to work seamlessly with your website, and so your Google My Business listing is not going to work properly along with your Facebook ads, and you really want everything integrated and working together. And again, I have a simple system, a simple solution for that. 17% said there's a negative impact to their brand equity, to the value of their company. And 24% said there's a negative impact to the customer experience, which leads to, of course, less sales and less repeat sales and less referrals and all that good stuff. Here I think is I guess that's where it was here, that there's too many handoffs, too many external partners and experts all over the place. So, bottom line here is this is troubling. And however, if it wasn't, I guess I'd be out of business, because I've been making a living helping business owners to sift through all this complexity and BS and get right to a simple way of having more fun, having less stress, and making more money. And this is interesting to me. It says the study was conducted last October, so it's somewhat dated, although it's just being publicized now. What's up with that? When they're talking about online, apparently that's something from the old days. A 6 or 9 month lead time for a magazine article, a year lead time to get a book out. Now these things are done in weeks, days, hours. This Harvard Business Review, if they only published it in print, maybe it is, 6, 8 months behind. That's a shame. However, as I said, that these figures are pretty much in line for at least 15 years now. And only 30% of the people taking this survey, the business people, describe themselves as marketing leaders. And 43% call themselves followers. Said they're only somewhat effective at marketing, and only 27% admitted that they are laggards, that they're way behind the curve on getting this stuff implemented. So for all these reasons, 89% say it's critical that marketing plays a strategic role with their companies. I don't know why that's not 100. As the great Peter Drucker, great business consultant, famously said, business is marketing and innovation. All else is cost. So the ways to make money are to constantly be marketing, constantly be innovating, and it's a shame only 89% of people realize that marketing is critical for the growth and the survival of your company. So that'll do it for Topical Tuesday, July 9th, 2024. This is the convolutedly named Eliminating Complexity for a Frictionless Marketing Experience study from the Harvard Business Review, as I found it in an article on Media Post. So check that out if you want. Contact me if you want some help with this. I am results oriented, so I cut through all the BS and I get you having more fun, less stress, and making your money almost immediately. And even if you don't want to contact me, stick around. I'll be back here tomorrow on World Wide Web Wednesday with some tips on making money on the internet. And otherwise, please like, please share, please comment, please subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Thanks for being here today, and I'll catch you tomorrow.